Greetings, and welcome back to Let's Talk. Greetings to all, even those that are just passing through. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if it's me or anyone out there could relate or can relate to this, but you have some people in your life that just don't benefit you nothing at all. It's almost like they just suck the very life out of you. You know, it's like they suck the life out of you when they come around you. It's like they just don't benefit you anything at all. And some of those people could even be family members too. Some of those so-called friends benefit you nothing at all. The only time you benefit them, it's when it's convenient for them, when they want something, when they want to borrow something, when they want to come around you to see what you have so they can go and tell their friends. It's just, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm sure people out there can relate to this, that you just have some friends that they just don't benefit you anything. It's almost like they suck the very life out of you when they come around you. You can't breathe because you have to constantly keep watching them, or you feel some type of way towards them when they come around you because they don't benefit you nothing except just nothing. When they come around you, they're like, you and me, we're friends for life, but they're never supportive. They never support anything you do. They're like friends when it's convenient for them, or friends with benefit, or friends when you give them something, or they can borrow something from you. But as soon as you said no to them, then we're no longer friends. So they're never supportive of you. They never have anything to give to you. They never call you. They never nothing, and they're just not really friends. It's just, I'm sure somebody out there can relate to this. It's like, it's that's why I said it's almost like they're sucking the very air out of you, the very life that God gave to you, because they're just always around you, only like leeches that just cannot. You have to burn the leech with fire to get them off of you. That's how those things stick to your body. And sometimes friends and family can be like that, and it's such a shame. As soon as you don't have it, oh boy. As soon as you don't have it, as soon as you don't have what they want, oh boy. Oh, life is a mess. Everything turned topsy-turvy. Listen, I don't have time for the sometime people. I don't have time for them. I don't care who they are either. I don't play with respect. I am a transparent person. I don't let anyone use me for their convenience. Listen, I keep my eyes open, especially when I know for sure you're up to no good, or you're not a good influence for me. I don't keep my clothes around you, people like those. I tell you the plain truth. Since I distance myself, from the so-called friends and users, my life is so much enriched, peaceful, and much more quiet. Yeah, since I distance myself from them, they'll often say, oh, because you're in America, you act like you this, you don't act like you remember us, you don't remember where you're coming from. So they try to guilt trip you when you distance yourself from people like that. Some people they'd be like, they could even be family. Family members are one of the biggest. They are the ones that guilt trip you so much. They do that. Some people, be it family or friends, or they're so selfish sometimes. They will never support you no matter what you're doing. They only call on you when it's convenient and beneficial for them. I mean, how long can people bear that? How long? Be it family or friends, it doesn't really matter. You're not supportive. You don't you're not genuine. So I guess you don't deserve to be anybody's friends, because you're just, you know, when everything is beneficial to you, that's when you want to be friends. And when you ask for something and somebody, when they said no, the whole world turned topsy-turvy. It's like, oh well, you're not friends just because you can't give me something. People don't have it every day. Sometimes you just don't have it, not because you're not telling people that you're broke or whatever. Sometimes people, you keep things to yourself, you bottle it up, and you try to figure it out. You're not going to ask or knock down people's door asking for things. And not everybody, they just feel like once here in America, they're supposed to call you and ask for whatever they want, and you're not supposed to say no or you don't have it. I tell you the truth, and I kid you not. It's not everyone that laugh with you are friends. It's not everyone that kiki with you are friends. It's not everyone that come to your home and put your foot around your table are friends. It's not everyone that, come around you, throw their arms around you, hug you, and they're not your friends, okay? And they're not your friends, okay? Or family. You have some that are so bad mind. Their mind are so messed up, I'd rather have at least one good, genuine, ride or die friend than a bunch, like I'd rather have that one ride or die chick or friend than a whole bunch that's not going nowhere, than a whole bunch or nothing. I'd rather have no friends then. If you're going to be fake, if you're not going to be true, if you're just going to be, just like a wolf in sheep clothing, no, then I don't want you to be friends. I'd rather have that one ride or die than a whole bunch of haters that don't like to see you thrive in life. Yeah, that's just how I feel. I know that when I am, what I'm saying, I know exactly what I'm saying is 120 or more % true. Who feels it knows it. And a lot of us feels it, and a lot of us knows it. So when we're up and we're talking about it, and that's the thing too, when you're going through certain things, and when you figure out that people are only using you for what they can, or be friends with you for what they can get from you, or what they think they can get from you, then all of a sudden you becomes the bad guy. Some of these people means you no good. No, absolutely no good. I think we need to study the circle of people, the circle of friends, just the circle of people we call friends in our lives, including families as well. We definitely need to study those, because, just like people hate you for nothing. People hate you for the simplest thing. People have different perceptions of you because you are who you are. They hate you. They don't like you, but yet they want what they think they can get from you. Watch how they treat you. Watch how they flex around you. Deep down, they don't mean you no good. They don't. Never let people get the worst out of you. Don't let anyone use you. That's why I don't really keep friends. I don't really keep a lot of friends. I don't. Because when you're ambitious, you have it really hard, especially when you're ambitious, when you try to achieve things, when you try to get your education, when you try to work or get a job or do something good in your life, when you try to make a house, when you try to work and put your money to good use, when you hold your head up no matter what circumstance, no matter what you're going through. You keep your head up no matter how many kids you have, no matter how the situation is, no matter how many failed relationship you've been through, no matter what happened to you in your life. Not because you're not telling people what, you're not going out there and put everything on a loudspeaker telling everybody that you've been through this and you've been through that. That does not mean you don't have your little quiet moments in your room where you cry, where you sit down and you talk to God about things, and when God answer your prayers and you came out off that pit or that hill that you were in, and people see you, all of a sudden they want to jump on the bandwagon. It's just like when I was young and growing up, people tell me plenty of time, you're not going to be anything when you grow up. And it just shocked me. It stopped me right in my track. People that I'm a young little girl, and people will tell you you're not going to be anything when you grow up. And when I grew, when now that I'm grown and I've passed the worst, where they put me in that little corner, I guess I must have rise above the occasion. And then those same people, they come up and they tell you how beautiful you are, tell you how you this and how you that, and they want what you have, and they befriend you. Those are like wolves in sheep clothing, and you have to be careful. You have to study the circles of these so-called friends, the ones just want to use you, the ones that wants to come around you to see what you have so they can go tell their friends, so they can have their different perceptions of you, and it's funny because you don't have to do anybody nothing for them to just not like you. If you're, I wasn't planning on talking very long tonight. I was just gonna say a few things for about 10 minutes or whatever. I'm not even sure how long I'm talking, but I wasn't planning on talking long, but this just kind of take it to a whole different ball game here, because I remember when I was young, people tell me how I was black, I was too dark, I was too this and I was too that, and then I was so embarrassed, I was so ashamed. If my heart wasn't strong, I probably would have bleached my skin, because I thought about it at times in my life that I would bleach my skin, but I didn't do it, because I guess I was strong, just strong-hearted. And I grew up, and those same people, now that I'm grown, those same people are telling me how beautiful I am. The same people who tell you how you were black and ugly and blah, 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 you're not going to come to nothing. Those are the same people they come on your social media and on Facebook or wherever you are, they find you and they keep tabs with you. They watch out, you're like silent watchers. If you're on YouTube or wherever you are, they find you and they want to be a part of your life just because they want to keep an eye on you to see what you're doing, how your life's set up in America, what you're doing, what car you drive, what food you eat, whatever, just what clothes you wear. However, whatever you're doing, they just want to be a part of your life to see, to be that little stalker, kind of silent watcher in the background that sees everything you do, so they can have an opinion of you, some kind of opinion, some kind of perception, something, so they can have it on you. So when you go back to Jamaica, they look at you and say you're rich, you're that, you're this, you're whatever, and they have no clue. A picture tells 1,000 words. When you put a picture on Facebook, it tells 1,000 words. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, friends, I was just be careful of your friends, in your circle. Study them and don't fall for their bag of tricks. Be wise.